Here we go with part one of today's Local 6 Legal Line. You'll recognize these gentlemen here from the Bryant Law Center in Paducah, Mayfield, and Louisville. Mark Bryant in the center. Far left is Austin Kennedy, answering personal injury questions at 1-888-208-6946. And we have a question that I think you probably hear quite often, Mark, and it's somebody who says, my friend told me that I need to get an attorney to help with my car wreck case because I'll probably get a bigger settlement. Is that true?
Yes, there have been studies done on that, and I'm not just saying that just because it's good for my business, but the truth of the matter is insurance companies are out there to try and save all the money that they can save and see to it that you don't get your money. I had a case recently where a guy came in, his daughter had been killed in a wreck, and the insurance company says, we're going to give you policy limits, $100,000. He said, you think I ought to sign off on that? That's all they've got. When I looked at it, it wasn't all they had. They had another $150,000 in coverage. And if he hadn't come in there and seen me and just signed off on it, the insurance company would have kept the money. So the answer is hire a lawyer that knows what they're doing. Hire me, hire Austin, hire Kevin Shannon, the Bryant Law Center.
All right, good testimony indeed. We have a question from someone else who says, I was in a wreck, but the person who hit me has minimal insurance. Is there anything I can do to get more help with my medical bills and lost wages? Who wants this one?
I can take that one. It just depends on as far as what kind of treatment you need. There's always PIP available, personal injury protection, which will cover the first $10,000 of accident-related medical charges. You can actually add more PIP if you want to, and I would highly encourage that. In Kentucky, it's required by law as far as having no fault or PIP coverage. So your medical bills will be paid up to the first $10,000, if not more, if you have additional coverage, and then anything after that will go on health insurance. Bills could rack up if you don't have health insurance, so if you qualify, you might want to go ahead and try to apply for Kentucky Medicaid, and that way you've got a backup plan in case your medical bills from the accident exceed the $10,000.
We have a question from someone who says, my son had a car accident while running errands for his boss. Does he have a workers' comp claim?
I believe so. I mean, it's very fact specific. You have to look at case law that kind of details whether or not someone's on the job, whether they're in their course and scope of their employment. But I would say if you're running errands for your boss, if you're in a company car especially, then I think that would definitely qualify as having a viable work comp claim. So your medicals, again, will be paid by work comp. You will get paid off work money called temporary total disability, so long as you're off work per doctor's orders. But I would say that's a fact-specific question, but just based on what you've said here, I think that would be enough to justify having the workers' comp.
Have about 45 seconds left in today's first segment, and we have someone who said, I injured my back about 10 years ago, and I recently got rear-ended in an automobile accident and re-injured my back. Do I still have a personal injury case?
Yes, you certainly do. You know, just the mere fact that you were hurt before, under the law, it is very clear that if you had a prior injury, then you can get damages for how much it's hurt you since that time. Of course, that too is something that you've got to look at the facts of. But yes, you have a personal injury case, and so you need to go to a lawyer that deals in that all the time.
Part one of our Local 6 Legal Line for this Thursday is gone. But good news, we have part two coming up in just a few minutes. Still taking your personal injury questions at 1-888-208-6946. Stay with us, part two straight ahead on Local 6 Midday.